How can you import Excel or CSV data straight into SQL Server? In this video, we are going to have that done with our Excel data. My name is Adeyinka from VetMe Technologies. We have got here some data. Here we have an Excel file. You can see what we've got. It's a data on athletes. The method I consider the fastest when it comes to importing Excel data directly into SQL Server is first converting it to a CSV file, except it's a CSV file already. After converting to CSV file, you now import the CSV data to Excel. Let's take a look at this. This is our data here. Here is our Excel data, and there we have our 2022 athletes, the team, the name. What would we do? The first thing we are going to do is to convert to CSV. In converting to CSV, it's better we delete all the extra sheets so that we have just one sheet, because CSV works with a single sheet. It doesn't support multiple sheets. Then we'll go to Save As. From there, we'll change the extension from XSLX to CSV, and then the Save As type, we also change that to CSV. And you can see we have to click on Yes, and here we have the CSV athletes data. This is our new file in CSV format. This is what we are now taking into SQL Server Management Studio. We click on SQL Server Management Studio, and let's see how that will go. Yeah, our SQL Server Management. Yeah, we are right in. We'll click on Connect, and we go to our Object Explorer. Here we click on Database. It's expanding that. Okay, I discovered that I didn't have a database on athletes. I don't want to save data on athletes in cars, photography. So I need to create a new database on athletes. Go straight to tasks. I click on import flat file, and I click on next. I browse the location of the data I want to import. Yes, the data is in document. I'm sure the data is in document. And I search for my athletes data CSV file. Don't forget that we have converted the Excel file to CSV file before bringing it here. So I click on that, then I click on next. Next, this time around we'll be able to preview the data, and you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. It looks good. If we need to modify the column, if the default setting is not okay, so you can see the data is well copied. So let's click on modify or click on next. So I would have loved to insert the primary key here, but then I'm not sure if any of those data has a unique identifier, because before we can set a primary key, we have to be sure that there are no repeated entries in the row entries. But then I'm not sure, so it's better I just leave it like that. I leave it at default setting. I think it's better for me. So I click on next so that I can move on with the summary and then the result of the importation. So I click on summary, then I click on next, then I click on finish. You can see we have a nice data here. So it's completed. So I click on close. Let's go to the athletes database. Let's just go straight to the table part of the database. We can see that our data is there already. Our table is there, DBO athlete database. So we can view by selecting the top top 1000, and you can see that our data was well copied. Yeah, you can see the two different windows. Let's check the results window. Let's enlarge the results window so that we can see our data clearly. I think it looks good. What do you see? I'm still yet to see any of the entries that is unique that I can use as my primary key. If not, I may have to create another column where I will input the primary keys of the entries so that I can be able to relate it to other tables in the database if need be. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because I'm unable to see any of the column that has a unique entry, a unique identifier, such that none of the entries are the same. All this looks like repeated entries from 1 to 306 entries in the rows. None of them has a unique identifier. None of the fields has a unique identifier. So the best thing here is to create a new column which will be the primary key. It can just be serial number 1 to 306 if I'm right, or any other variant of identification number, or anything that you can use, but each entry has to be unique. That's the most important thing there. Alright, so that will be the end of importing data into SQL from CSV or from Excel. It looks good and it's pretty fast. So see you in our next video.